So right now I am back to help you become financially free, because the goal and essence of all my teachings is to give you that financial freedom that you need, because the world is fast evolving, so it's good we put our hands into all of these things, forex, crypto, stocks, all of this, because we may never know which exactly can be a big breakthrough. So stock is very interesting. Stock is a very, very interesting topic, and as we progress in this course, you will understand why I said stock is very interesting. So the first thing you're going to learn today is what is stock. Because most of the times people talk about stock trading, stock exchange, stock. So I know you've come across this word so many times, but you do not understand exactly what a stock means. What does a stock mean? So we can say a stock is what? A ownership in a company. So how do you gain ownership of a company? When you buy a stock. So when you buy a stock of a company, you automatically have ownership in that company. So let's say, for instance, I have a company, Cloud Global Limited, and I'm selling my shares, and you invested in my share. Let's say I'm selling one share for ₦1, and you bought about, and I have about 1 million shares, and you bought about 1 million naira worth of the shares. So if I have 1 million shares and I'm selling for 1 million naira, so that means you've taken my company from me. So you understand? So whenever you hear about stock, it's simply telling you that when you buy a stock of any company, you automatically become a part of that company. There is how your stock in a company, your shares in a company will reach a certain amount or a certain percentage. You will be among the decision makers of the company because you have a high stake in the company. So stock exchange has been in existence in a very, very long time. Even the likes of Buffett Warren and his Berkshire company, understand? So stock has been in existence in a very long time. Just imagine people who invested in Facebook, who bought Facebook when it was still at a very, very cheap price, and now look at the price of one Facebook stock. You understand? So stock is a wealth creator. It's a kind of something that if you understand and you invest in the right stocks, you can make a huge living out of it. The truth is, I'm a Nigerian, so I would not advise you to invest in Nigerian stocks, because the Nigerian stock exchanges is crazy, very, very crazy. Because I know lots of my friends, colleagues who invested in some bank shares, Union Bank, the likes of them years ago, and to now they did not make any money. But if you had done that investment in like Apple, Facebook, Coca-Cola, like all these companies, you would have seen that you would have made so much money for yourself. So now you've understood what a stock is. A stock is simple, having a share in a company. So when you have a share in a company, you are now part of the owners of that company. So buying a stock in a company makes you a shareholder of that company, which means if that company's stock prices increases, you make a good profit. As of last 2 months, the price for one Apple stock was about $125, and today it's about $167. So let's say you invested $10,000 in Apple stock, $100,000. You see that on each stock you made a profit of $40 times the number of stocks that you have in your account. So now for you to understand the stock prices and everything, you need to know of the websites where you can check the prices of this stock. Because in crypto we have what we call the coin market cap, we have the coin gecko, but now in forex we have something we call the finviz. So I'm going to go into the app now. I'm going to go to the website now, so you can understand, and I explain certain things to you, then we continue. So let's go into the place where you can check the market cap. Remember, the market cap is just the worth of that stock, the total worth of the stock. That is the market cap. So most of the times, how you calculate market cap is very simple. The amount they are selling the current, the amount they are selling the share now, multiply it by the total numbers of shares that is available or owned by the company. That way you get the market cap. So let's go into FinViz so you can understand better. So you on your own website you can type finviz.com. So let me just do it this way because I already have the Apple stock that I was checking the price and everything. So you can just type finviz.com. So this is what you will see in front of you. So now you want to know about a particular stock. You want to know the market cap. You want to know the current trading price. You want to understand this. This FinViz is just like CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko that we have in crypto. Like as you further go ahead in this course, you understand that crypto is just a junior sibling, a younger sibling to a stock. Whatever crypto things you know, everything is just the same with stock because it's from stock that whoever created crypto, the invention and everything started. So now we want to check the Apple stock and the abbreviation is AAPL. So APL is the Apple, INC, which is the Apple Incorporation. So now you look at this. Now it's going to load. So now you see we have the market cap for Apple. We have the income. We have the sales. We have the we have the employees, the dividend, we have the cash, the optionable, the short, the recall. So this shortable means that you can still short the assets. Like Tesla is the most short what will I say, stock in the world. I don't know why Pickett is shorting it. So now look at this. Now you will see that the price for one Apple stock as of today is at $161. This here you see is the current price for Apple as of today. But if you had invested in Apple stock, let's say you invested at 129, so now this is 161. Minus this from this, you will see that you would have made about 169 minus this 2, 3, about 30. $2 per investment per share just not even last month, ending of last month. If you had invested by now, you would have been in about $40 per share. So you see, and one of the important thing about stock is that the prices of stock is not as crazy, is not highly volatile like crypto that you can wake up the next morning and you have blown off your account, you've blown off everything that you have, and this is not like that. This is entirely different. So now in this, now you have understood exactly what this is now, because for you to check to know about stock prices, for you to understand what it is, then you need to know where you can look at for them, where you can find the stock you're looking for, where you can know the prices, know if you're investing on, if you're going to invest, and know if you are not going to invest. So on the long run, investing in the right shares, investing in the right company will definitely guarantee you a very powerful financial freedom. Because if you had invested in Apple, let's say 10 years ago, definitely you are going to be in massive profit. Okay, look at this now. If you had invested in Apple as of 2014, you see one Apple share was about, look at this level, 20th Apple share was about $20, and today a share is about $161. So if you had invested $1,000 in Apples, you would have seen that you are now making over close to $8,000 just over the years. So like I said, as we proceed in this course, you're going to learn a whole lot about stock. The stock market is going to open your mind, because when you understand what stock is, you know how you can invest in the future. The reason why crypto is more like the baby brother of stock is because crypto now has so many similarities. When you invest in any crypto assets, any day you decide to sell off all your assets, you can crash the market depending on how many percentage of the assets that you own. So because I am a stock trader, I have this knowledge about stock. That's why when I tell you that an asset that is not above $1 billion market cap, $2 billion market cap is likely to go high, but an asset that has trillions of market cap is likely to crash, because when you understand stock, you will understand all of this, because the market cap is very important. And in stock market, you cannot just inflate the market cap. You cannot just create unlimited number and just want to rip off the public. You understand? But that is why stock is more like very advanced. But if you were from the stock market and you move to crypto, because most of us that are in crypto now started from stocks, forex, that now we are in crypto, so we already have this understanding of how the stock markets work, how the forex market work before we are in this present crypto market. You understand? So if I want to invest, all my investment long ago has been in stocks, and I also invest in crypto because I believe in crypto, because crypto is a new technology that I know is gradually taking over the world, and crypto has made lots of people, lots of my students, even me, so much money, and I'm grateful for the opportunity that crypto brings. But what I want to teach you understand is that crypto is more volatile than stock, which means the price of crypto can move crazily in a day, because it is not regulated. You can just buy and sell whatever you want to do. But stock, there are so many limitations. There are so many things. Even Elon Musk cannot even sell off all his stock that he owns in Tesla in a day. He cannot just make an order and sell off. You understand? But in crypto, you can just come in and liquidate everybody. And you, the owner, you're gone. So that is why stock is more advanced. Stock is more and more advanced. So as we enter this course, as we go further in this course, you will understand why I'm teaching you this. You understand why I really do want you to learn this. So another thing you're going to know again, you're going to come across again, is the types of stock. Because now I've told you all that. I just checked the Apple stock using the FinViz to understand the coin market cap, the previous prices. If I invested, what price will I be today? If you understand, I just made you all understand all of this. So now you need to know the types of stocks. And there are so many types of stocks, because the types of stocks will determine what kind of investment do you want to make. Because now we have the real estate stocks, we have the healthcare stock, we have the energy stock, industrial stocks, information technology stocks, telecommunication stocks, financial stocks, material stocks, utilities. There are about 11 of them, but I just mentioned this one. There's also a consumer staples and also the consumer discretionary, but these are the ones I just listed out for you, because these are the ones I know you can understand. So when you invest in real estate stocks, it means that you are investing in real estate companies. So when you invest in healthcare, it means that you are investing in healthcare companies like the pharmaceuticals and the rest of it. When you invest in energy, it means you are investing in people that provide like solar energy, electricity, you understand, rest of it. When you invest in industries, you're investing in companies, that produce building materials, tractors, you understand, and the rest of it. When you invest in information technology, you're investing in what have to do with technology, like the ITC, like the people who build whatever internet, and that's what it is. So financials, materials, and utilities. So these are the type of stocks that you are going to come across. So understanding this type of stocks now will help you know where you should make your investments. So now you say to yourself, do I think that the real estate market will be a stronger market in the near future, or do I think the healthcare market will be a stronger market in the near future, or do I think the energy market? So now understanding the type of stock will tell you what you should be investing in, because you cannot just come up one day and you just jump and start buying stocks without understanding all of this. So that is why it's important you know the types, and it's important you understand where the world is going today. So now you see, what does the world lack the most? Which market, because during the COVID-19, the real estate stocks experienced really downtrend. Like the markets really crashed because people were no longer going to hotels, people were no longer buying houses, renting houses. Everything was on standstill. So the real estate market was really affected by that COVID-19. So now you see which market actually boosted COVID-19. So now these are the obstacles that you should understand, because when you understand all of these obstacles, you know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you should be investing in, because the stock market is going to open your mind. You're going to start thinking, I'm not saying you are irresponsible. You're going to start thinking as a reasonable person. How do I mean reasonable? You're going to start planning the future. You're going to start saving for the future. You're going to start thinking long term, because as we progress in this course, you will understand the best kind of stocks you should invest in, the ones that you should buy now, the ones that have the high potential rate, and the one that can make you a whole lot of money. So now I know most of you now will still be confused that, okay, investing in stock, I have an ownership of the company. How do I know my ownership? How? So that is very simple. So now for you to calculate your ownership, your share, your stock, now the price for one Apple stock is $165. So you calculate it, divide it by the market cap. So the market cap should be about 730 billion for Apple. So 730 billion divided by 161. So when you divide this, you will understand how little your stock is. So, but if the market cap for Apple is $710 billion and you invested $7 billion, what does that mean? It means that you automatically own about 10% of Apple's stock, which means if Apple price goes high, you make so much money. So now you would say Elon Musk's net worth is calculated by his stock net worth. Like in the sense that Elon Musk now, let's say for instance now, he has about 20% of all Tesla shares. He owns about 20% of the overall shares. So now when the price of that share keeps going high, that is how Elon Musk's money his net worth keeps increasing. Whenever it dumps, his net worth will dump. But now Elon Musk now cannot have a physical cash of 100 billion, but he's worth over 300 billion. So as we go further in this course, you will understand a lot about stock. Your mindset, your perception, your understanding is going to really change. So now again, we can rank stocks based on what the market cap. So there are mega stocks. For instance, the Apple stocks, Facebook stock, they are mega stocks. The Amazon, they are mega stocks because their market cap is over 300 billion. So we also have the large stocks, people that have over 10 billion to 300 billion. We can call them large companies, large stock. We also have the mid stock, which is 2 billion, 10 billion. We also have the small stocks, which is about 300 million to 2 billion. We also have the micro, we also have the nano, and we also have something again we call the penny stocks, but I didn't want to go into that because that's not important, because the penny stocks are trading below $5 and they are not up to is 50 million USD. So now looking at this now, you can clearly see that now you know the kind of stock. So now if you look at Nigeria now, you see which we have only few companies that falls under this category of large stock. So just imagine you had invested in TikTok before it became what it is today. Just imagine you had invested in Snapchat. Just imagine you had invested in Facebook. You had invested in Instagram stock. You had invested in all of this company. Just imagine Just imagine. So that is the beauty of invested. So most of the time, most people don't know. That's why most Nigerians don't know what stock is. Most Africans don't know, unless those who seek higher knowledge or those who have really understood a whole lot about the stock market. So most people do not understand this, and they just jump in any stock and buy it. And there is no future, or you've lost money, or you invested this and there is nothing